Hey, Tim.
Hey, Greg.
How you doing this fine Wednesday?
Wednesday? Is it really Wednesday?
It's Wednesday already.
It is Wednesday.
Yeah.
How am I doing? I am doing fantastic.
That's awesome.
How about you?
Yeah,
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here. As long as we're here, we're having fun. I'm good.
Awesome. Well, I know we like to check in about baseball because, why not?
Sure.
I think the last I looked, both of our teams were bottom of the league.
Pretty low.
I think you had bumped up to 9, and I was making sure nobody got lost in 10th place.
Are you still? I thought you surpassed me.
Well,
again.
maybe we were sort of bouncing back and forth, but I think this
Yeah.
past week,
Let me look.
I
Let's
thought I
look.
had dropped back below.
Let's see.
To
My team is so good.
Yeah.
It's like dangerously good. Like it might be the worst team I've ever had in fantasy baseball.
I know we've talked about it in the past, but it's just amazing to me how on paper some of these guys look like they should be not amazing, but at least doing something. And you look at their stats and you're like, they haven't done anything in weeks.
Yeah. They're batting .220, 5 home runs, and like 15 RBIs. Like that's a third of the season, dude. That's not good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, wow. You're correct. I am in 9th, and you are right behind me in 10th, just a half a game behind.
Oh well, we're keeping it close.
Yeah,
keeping it close.
I don't think you could purposely try to draft a team, this bad.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know though, because you did draft your team, correct?
I know.
And I used auto draft, so there's nothing there to support one being better than the other.
Yes. Yeah. I just, every underperformer, I said, "Come on, my team, buddy."
Yeah. It's unbelievable. But I'm curious. I got to look and see how much of my lineup is right-handed bats.
Oh.
Because I feel like across the league this year, right-handed hitting has just been terrible.
Interesting. I haven't noticed that. Okay.
So, there's a little insider information for all you fantasy baseball leagues out there. Because trust me, I know what I'm talking about. In 10th place.
Just the dominance of right-handed pitching?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea.
Interesting.
Enough about our woes of fantasy baseball. What else is going on? Anything good?
No, just, living the dream.
Nice.
Not too much going on. I watched a really bad movie last night, and it's one of those where, you start to get invested, and then halfway through you're like, crap, this stinks. But you're like, I've already put in 40, The thing about it was, Tim, you ever watch a movie and you're like, oh, how long is this movie? It doesn't end. And it was only an hour and a half movie, which tells you how bad it was. Yeah. It was a great premise. It was about the guy who memorized the pattern in the game show Press Your Luck.
Okay.
And the movie's called The Luckiest Man in America.
Okay.
Or The Luckiest Guy in America. I think it's Luckiest Man in America. And I had heard about the story. It's this guy. So he memorized the pattern, showed up, he won $110,000
nice.
on Press Your Luck. But they just took complete fictional license with the story and just made up all this stuff. And, you don't mind a little bit of like bending this truth to make it an exciting movie or to put events in particular order so it, draws out the tension. This was complete fabrication. And so I didn't learn because like halfway through the movie, I'm like, this is weird. So now I'm Googling to see how much of it's real. And then you read like, oh yeah, like none of this happened. So you're like, well, this is not a real movie. Like this is no longer a documentary or even a mockumentary. This is just complete fabrication. So a little disappointed in that I wasted my evening watching. So don't, like half a star out of as the opposite of Big Trouble in Little China.
Exactly. Well, it's funny you bring up Big Trouble in Little China because I said some things during that episode that I was like, I didn't fact check it.
Okay.
So one of the things I did mention that I did put it up on the website. So if you guys are interested, always check out latchkeydads.com for any additional content. But I mentioned that I read on, it was just a website about facts about the movie.
Yeah.
That Kirk Douglas, not Kirk Douglas, Kurt Russell sang the theme song. And that was 100% not true.
Oh, that wasn't true?
No.
It sounded so believable.
It did, yeah, and the way I sold it, yeah. But yeah, it was like a band that ended up, performing it, and he was not the one to sing it. And so, I'm now realizing something I knew already is that AI is generating content, obviously, that is out on websites and stuff like that. And so it'll take information that somebody says, like I did, and then put it onto a website that's facts about something.
Yeah.
And it is not, in fact,
Wow.
a fact. It's just misinformation. So I got to be a little more diligent in my fact checking multiple sites to make sure something like that's unusual and unique is actually legit.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm just shocked that the internet lied to you. And so
Right.
I'm going to question reality now. That's interesting because, yeah, it makes sense because, as something gets put out there as real and these AI engines pull the internet to create their knowledge base,
Yeah.
they're just going to repeat false information.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I had to give myself like a 0.001% knock on our grade for that episode.
Oh,
I think we
man.
still managed to get an A. So
99.9? We haven't done that in a while.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So,
But, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
yeah. So I know you said you watched a movie. We started watching this show called The Burrows on Netflix.
It sounds familiar.
And so this was like the Duffer Brothers who did Stranger Things.
Yeah.
This was their new show, or they're involved in it, at some level. And we burned right through it. It was 8 episodes.
That's good.
We watched it in just, probably 2-3 weeks maybe. But
Okay.
relatively speaking, we watched it pretty quickly. And it was good. Now I'm like, I want a little more, but it's probably going to be 2 years, like Stranger Things, until they put out another episode.
Nice. Okay.
But,
And it's been re-upped for another season?
I did see that season 2 has been approved. So,
Oh, very cool.
yeah, so something to look forward to in 2028. So.
Is it scary?
I mean, it has like a sci-fi vibe to it, not dissimilar from Stranger Things, where there's this like unknown thing.
Okay.
But it's not like as otherworldly as Stranger Things, where that has like a Dungeons and Dragons sort of underworld sort of thing. This is more, it's sci-fi, but it's not so sci-fi that, it's otherworldly, I guess.
Okay.
I don't want to give too much away, but
All
there
right.
is like a thing. I'll just say that.
Well, if you burned all through 8 episodes, it must be good.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the cast was pretty good.
Okay. Anybody I would know?
Alfred Molina.
Oh, yeah.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Spider-Man,
I always
Doc
think of him. Yeah, I always think of Doc Ock. Bill Pullman is in it.
That name sounds familiar.
He's Lone Star from Spaceballs.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a couple other character actors that are familiar from other things, but I couldn't tell you their names specifically. But yeah, overall the cast is really, they pull you in and you want to pull for them and have them figure out whatever they're trying to figure out. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's pretty good.
I will have to check that out.
Yeah, it's fun. So, but that is not why we are here today.
That is true. Yeah. No, we thought that we would actually celebrate dads for Father's Day. We are Latch-Key Dads.
What a novel concept.
I mean, crazy, right? It's only been 3 years running, and we've yet to talk about Father's Day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do you want to do fun facts about Father's Day, or?
Yeah, that sounds, I mean, I think we all just sort of take for granted the idea of Father's Day, Mother's Day, that like it's just always been there. Like from the beginning of time, they've been celebrating moms and dads, but I'm sure that is not the case.
That is not the case.
So we can learn a little bit about maybe the origins of the holiday and kind of
maybe talk
start there.
we remember any of Father's Days that we've been a part of, whether for our fathers or from our children.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. Let's do it.
All right, sounds good. So we're going to go back, Tim, in the way back time machine and go to July 5th of 1908.
Okay.
Which happens to be the same year that Mother's Day was starting to pick up steam. And a church in West Virginia decided to honor fathers because they wanted to honor, I have it written down here, 362 men who were killed the previous year in a mining explosion at the Fairmont Coal Company.
Oh my gosh.
And so they said, we're going to honor, and I guess they must have all been dads. I don't know. But Father's Day, 1908.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Well,
that was the first one.
We're well past that 100-year mark. And, nice. Yeah. Very cool. So I guess it was officially established then in 1910 by Sonora Smart Dodd of Spokane, Washington.
Interesting. So going from Virginia to Washington, all the way across the country.
And that was to honor her widowed Civil War veteran father, who raised 6 children alone.
Oh, so, all right.
Kind of cool.
That's nice. That's after one man, not 362, but still pretty nice.
Nice.
But then we're going to fast forward all the way to the 19 and 20s, where there was actually a movement, which this surprised me. It just reminds me that there's always a bunch of Karens out in the world, right? There's always somebody who's going to have a problem with something.
Yeah.
And sure enough, in the 20s and 30s, there was a movement to get rid of Mother's Day and Father's Day to just create Parents' Day. It was this Robert Spear, or Spiro, who was a that's a big word, Tim.
Philanthropist.
Thank you. And children's radio entertainer. And he just thought that we should, and it's a nice sentiment, but we should have love for dad and mother every day and have one special day. In fact, they even had a slogan going around.
Okay.
A kiss for mother, a hug for dad. I mean, I would say that it makes more sense to have separate ones, because who helps the kids with Mother's Day? We do. Yeah. Who helps the kids with Father's Day? The moms do. So yeah. I think it just, it's easier, to get mom and breakfast, give breakfast in bed for mom. Kids can't do that. So,
Yeah, valid point.
What are your thoughts, Tim? Would you have been with Dr. Robert Spiro and been like, down with the individual days?
I mean, I obviously have grown up in a world where we've had both days and it's worked out pretty well. I don't know. I think there is something nice to just having, your own day,
Right.
So try to, bring it together. And, in cases of the single parent or something like that, I think it works the way that it is. And I wouldn't, if there was a movement today to try to just do one day, I would say, let's just keep it the way it is. Yeah. How about you?
I agree. Yeah. Keep it the way it is. But I'm just a conformist at heart. We don't need to make trouble. There's enough trouble in the world.
That's right. That's right. So in 1972, we're jumping ahead again quite a bit. President Richard Nixon signed Public Law 92-278 that Father's Day was permanently recognized by the federal government. So
okay.
It was official in 72.
So it took about 60 years for an idea to become an official holiday.
Yeah.
So if we start now,
that's right.
What holiday and I always refer to them as Hallmark holidays, because really, especially for this next fact that I got for you. But what holiday, if we started now, do you think we could probably get as an official holiday, like May the 4th? They do the whole Star Wars thing. If we keep pushing it, maybe we'll have May the 4th off in the future.
Yeah, we'd be 110 years old on the celebration of it. And let's see if we can make it happen. Maybe we could have Gim and Treg could try to get the canned fish celebration day, where everyone has to get a little tin of the extremely stinky, pungent fish and try to see if you can even open it, let alone sample it.
I did talk to them the other day, email, and they said they're going to come.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Cool. One of the questions I will have for them is, what kind of weird ass holidays do they celebrate over there in Scandinavia?
Yeah, maybe we can get one of them on the books here in the States.
I like it. Import something from over there.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I'm looking forward to talking with them, because they were a lot of fun on our April 1st episodes.
They were, yeah. But they wanted to get here for the World Cup, but they just couldn't swing it. So yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So the Hallmark holiday, which was I love that name, because honestly, these holidays are just really meant for consumerism.
Of course.
But this one is fantastic. So in France, the traditional feasts and celebrations around Saint Joseph began to fade in the 20th century Europe. So they were like, this old holiday was starting to fade. And so they decided they were going to come up with a holiday just for dad, with this company. It was Flaminaire, which is a lighter. Okay. So they put this heavy marketing ad out there: buy your dad a lighter, and all this, and it caught on, and it's actually still celebrated today. And this started in 1949. So it's just a marketing company that said, let's push our lighters and say it's a gift for dear old dad, and it worked.
That's awesome.
Flaminaire.
So on the heels of that whole sort of thought line, all those barbecue accessories, coffee mugs, and screwdriver sets add up, and Americans are expected to spend, you want to take a guess at the amount they might spend?
$130 million.
Okay, so this seems hard to comprehend, but it says that Now I guess these numbers are coming from a couple years ago, 2024.
Oh, okay.
$22.4 billion on gifts.
Wow, I wasn't even close.
For Father's Day, with clothing, special outings, gear, making up the bulk of the gifts.
Wow.
$22 billion. That seems
that's a lot of
inconceivable.
That's a lot of bad ties.
That's, but I mean, I guess if you're doing like excursions and like, you're going to like send them off to Canada in the winter to go, snowmobiling and fishing trips. Maybe, but that just seems like a lot of money.
That does. That seems like $22 billion on us little dads.
I might have to up my game. I don't know. Feel bad for my dad. I don't think I've done enough. That's wild.
Well, that's funny because I did look up. I wanted to see. Now that I know that it was 22.4 billion, I just looked up on my computer. I was like, well, what about Mother's Day? What do you think Mother's Day gets? If Father's Day is 22 billion with a B.
I mean, I have to think it's in the same ballpark. And I mean, I want to say that we push a little harder and do a little bit more for the ladies. I would agree
with that sentiment.
So I'm gonna go. What were we at? 22. I'll go 29.
Nice, definitely closer than my original guess. $33.5 billion. That's the moms get.
That's unbelievable. So combined, over $55 billion spent on these two holidays.
Yep.
Seems unbelievable. Now I wonder if these numbers are like cumulative, like over. Since they've been tracking this, like, is that?
I don't know.
Like, because if that was like an annual number, that seems like it would be just impossible. That we could, as I don't know if these are worldwide numbers, or whatever, but whoever celebrates.
No, this one was American.
This is just yeah. It seems like it'd have to be cumulative, over
I don't know,
a lot of years.
That's crazy.
But either way, it's a lot of money.
Flowers nowadays,
That's true. Yeah.
You can't order flowers without dropping 80, 90, do you want a vase?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and to that end, like this is just a little tangent, but like I'll send out gifts at Christmas to like clients and stuff like that. And I'll use Harry and David's.
Oh, sure.
And I signed up for their subscription service just because of the shipping costs to send out a dozen gifts. It's like Amazon. It's cheaper to buy the Prime membership. So now I can send flowers at,
nice.
a lower shipping cost. But I don't do it that often. No. I just go to the local florist and pick them up. But yeah, that's amazing though.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got another stat here. It is the 5th largest holiday for greeting cards.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I thought it would be a little higher because, guys, you don't always get presents and stuff. It's more like, hey, Dad. Thanks for Dad, So, but that's not bad. 5th highest.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have here. More involved than ever. Fathers are spending significantly more time with their children today than previous generations, averaging roughly triple the amount of time fathers in 1965 spent with their kids. So,
yeah,
I mean,
I could see that easily.
I think that. I mean, just in general, there's so many different modes of work alone. In 65, like you had a job, you went there.
Yeah.
There was no job where you worked from home or out of the, a couple days a week working out of the house or computer-based, email-based, like all these kind of things that just didn't exist in 65. So that makes sense.
I also think that with women in the workforce now more than ever, that also probably would contribute to that too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Interesting. Cool. I did find this one. Now, I don't, this could be your AI generated fact, but there are more than 2 million single fathers in the United States and 214,000 stay-at-home dads. So not your job is to stay home, take care of the kids, do the laundry, cook the meals. In the 1970s, in total, I guess some Bureau of Labor Statistics came up with this. I don't know. I didn't fact check it. In total, 6 men identified as stay-home dads. From 6 to 214,000.
It's I'm gonna just say okay, sounds good to me because I was just a little kid and I have no way of knowing. But yeah, and to be fair, like of the friends that I knew, it was always mom was home.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, that's all pretty interesting to know.
Yeah.
All the history and money, everything that's involved in the whole holiday. But, you know, for us, obviously, as, you know, having dads, being dads, like, what's one of your favorite memories from that experience?
I do remember being a little kid, and I guess I went to the store with my mom. I don't remember. I guess she must have been there. And I thought it was such a big deal that I bought my dad aftershave. And can you guess what brand? Now, this would be early, like 80, 81, 82, I don't know. But what brand? I even remember what brand of aftershave did I buy my father, Tim? It's dated.
I mean, there's a part of me that's like, I'm feeling like Brute is like one of them, but there's a bottle that I can actually see. It was green, and it has like dimpled.
Yes,
like,
I know you
pattern.
feel it. Yeah,
I'm searching. It's in my head. It's like it's not Selsun Blue, but it's something.
It's green.
That was like obviously the shampoo, but it was some brand that had that. Is that the one you got?
No, it is not.
Okay,
yeah,
what's the one you got?
Canoe.
Nice.
Canoe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the green.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now
for my dad. You know, when I was little, on one of those, you know, Father's Days. But it's oh my gosh, it's in there, and if you can find it, that'd be awesome. But
so, and it was so cool when I gave it to my dad, because like my dad was such a great dad. It's just aftershave, but you know, he made such a big deal of it, and like you felt as a little kid so proud you got your dad something that he liked. You know, it was just such a good thing. All right, so I think I know. I see the Brute here. I did a little search, but what I think you're thinking of, because this totally brings back memories for me, is Skin Bracer.
Skin Bracer.
Does that image look familiar?
It does. Yeah, the green.
But I don't. It's not the dimpled one, but the look of it.
It was definitely similar to that. If
if
that's not it, but I'll have to search the old Mind Temple.
You might have a bottle of it.
Yeah, actually, I'll ask my dad. There's a good chance there's still a bottle somewhere.
You might still have the bottle you gave him.
That's very possible.
My son gave me this. Yeah.
Last 200 years. I mean, I have a lot of memories of, especially as I got older, you know, I'd get like my dad, like whatever the newest, coolest tool or whatever was.
Okay.
But like over the last number of years, I feel like lighting has become the thing that I get from my dad. So I feel like I've gotten them, they're like gloves that have little lights on the fingers. I've gotten a pair of the they're like glasses that have the lights on the sides. I've gotten them the center like miner's helmet lamp. I've gotten the like LED light bulbs that like flap down with like 3 or 4 panels on it so you can illuminate your garage. Yep. Like all these random light things. But I mean, I know myself. I use those things all the time. I'm pretty sure that he's used a lot of them too. So lighting has become
a good
like a holiday thing for me and my dad.
That's a good one. I like that. Yeah. You know, I think you just gave me an idea for my dad.
Well, I can attest now that, you know, we're in that 50 age group that in the dim light of the evening, there's nothing better than a really bright light to help you out.
And I think for this year, I already got my dad. Don't tell my dad. You know, as they get older, it's hard to find stuff that they, you know. Sure. But you know, it's all about the grandkids. You know, and so any sweatshirt of the university that they're attending, that's a slam dunk. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and then like, you know, on the flip side of us, you know, being dads now. There's, you know, obviously the kids have done stuff, you know, over the years, but there's one in particular that the kids were pretty young, so I believe my wife might have had something to do with it.
Yeah, might.
But she got me this. It was, you know, like the classic like trucker hat, you know, the foam front with the, the netting in the back. It was this brown hat, and I wore it all the time. Like it just was, I don't know, it was just kind of cheesy, but I loved it. I wore it all the time. And she also got me like a classic like a folding chair, like a patio kind of style chair, but like back like throwback style. It was like green and white, those like nylon crisscross patterns.
Yeah.
And
we'll put a mark in your hat.
Yeah, exactly. I would just like at our old house, I would just sit in the backyard with my trucker hat, my chair, and it was just something because it was a Father's Day gift that I just loved those two things, and they, for whatever reason, I mean, not that anything else they haven't gotten me wasn't fun and, you know, memorable, but those two in particular right now kind of jumping out at me as like, you know, I don't know, just like it made me feel like or the feels of Father's Day for whatever reason.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Very nice.
How about you? Any in
I've
particular?
gotten good stuff over the years. Nothing that like, a Mets hat or a shirt or, really great stuff. There's only one thing that always made me laugh, and I still have it. It's William. I don't know where he was when he got this with Helen or whatever. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles belt.
Nice. That's awesome.
And I don't know on what planet he thought that I would like that, but I will wear it next time we hang out, and you will see my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles belt that I got as a Father's Day gift.
And I will be jealous. That's awesome. Very cool.
So it doesn't matter, when your kids give you something, it just makes you happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, my one beef, I do have a little beef because I have to have a beef, Tim, is that Mother's Day comes along and it's flowers and breakfast in bed, and then it's dinner out at a very nice fancy place. Dinner for Father's Day is always, we have to cook it. It's on the grill. And I don't know who started that. Like, why don't we get the fancy dinner out? Why do we have to then labor and cook the meal? I just want to put a stop to this right now, Tim, and say that we deserve to go out and go get a nice meal somewhere. Just I'm trying.
Well, I will say historically, the number of summers where we were at the shore the week of Father's Day, there was a lot of, the kids would go to the hardware store at the beach and get me, something like a squirt gun or, something. And then we would end up usually going out to dinner because
very cool.
we were away. And although there was a grill at the place that we stay at, inevitably we would just go get dinner. So maybe there's the loophole.
That's it.
Go to the beach the week of Father's Day.
I like it. That's a good caveat. I'll try that next time.
So with this whole episode being about fathers and dads, and we just recently started our dad advice.
That's right.
Addition to each episode, it seems like a good time to just throw in a little advice as dads for our listeners and kids.
I think that's a good one. Yeah. You want me to go first?
Go for it.
All right, so I'm going to go a little controversial here.
Okay.
And I want to know, what camp are you in, Tim? So you're playing Mario Kart with your kids. You got, your turtle shell, the red turtle shell, and they're whatever, 8, 9, or 10. Do you kick their butts and come in first every single time, or are you in the camp of no, let the kid win? What and then I'll tell you what my advice is based on that.
Well, I know with video games there was like a tipping point where I would play the middle child and keep the peace so that they would keep wanting to play. Okay. And not go all out and just destroy, because then they get upset, they don't want to play anymore. But then there's a point where they're starting to get, you can tell that it's all clicking, they know where all the buttons are, everything's working, and then all bets are off. And similarly, with sports, for a while playing basketball, I was decidedly taller. So, there's a little bit of I won't go full out, Yeah. But then just a few years ago, now I'm the shorter one. All bets are off. So how about you? What's your feeling?
I have a little, I think that you shouldn't let the kids win, but if they try hard enough and they put the effort in, then you let them win. So my advice is you shouldn't do one or the other. You shouldn't always let your kid win, because that's not teaching them the resilience, and you shouldn't kick their butts every single time either, because they, then they might not get the confidence to keep trying. So you got to walk that middle ground, but you got to at least make them earn it, man. You got to get them a little bit frustrated and a little bit and then you ease back the throttle a little bit and let them win. That's my advice. I don't know if that's a hot take or not.
I don't know that you'll be terribly controversial with that one. I think there's, I think part of being, a good dad is, finding that middle ground where you're supportive, but also at the same time, not just letting them take everything and then walk out into the world one day and be like, why am I not winning anymore? So yeah, I like it. It's good.
All right. Your advice for this episode.
So mine is a little less fun, I guess you could say. But, as our kids are, they're at this age now where, they're going off to college, and, money has become more of a thing where they're in control of it. They're, they have jobs, money's going to their bank account. The sooner that they can start to look at a budget and really look at like, okay, on average, this is what I'm going to make each month. This is how much I want to spend on fun. This is my responsibilities of things that I need to take care of. And then, I mean, it's a silly thing that everyone hears, but very few people do, is take a percentage, 3%, 5%, 10%, whatever you are willing to do, and just put it somewhere long term.
Nice.
And there's a myriad, like they're growing up in this amazing age where there are so many like apps and everything. I mean, obviously do your research, get something that's not fly by night that you don't lose your money, but put it into something. And like I've talked to my kids, like there are like one of the services I use, it's totally managed and it's like averaging 35% return.
Wow.
You don't have to do real great in school to be able to do that math and realize that if you do that from the time you're 17 until you're 40, you're going to have a nice amount of money set aside. So the sooner you can do it, you know, because starting at 40, it's a lot harder.
Yes.
And my economics teacher told me when I was 18, like start now. And I did a little, but it would have been nice if I did a lot more. So there's my advice. Start a budget, put some money away.
Nice. All right.
And there we go.
Can we flash back to our 18-year-old selves?
Seriously.
Give this advice?
Get that time machine going. Yeah. Anyway, happy Father's Day, all you dads out there.
Happy Father's Day. Can't get enough Latch-Key Dad content? Well, check out latchkeydads.com.
That's right, Greg. On our website, we've got a plethora of photos from each episode, as well as other interesting links to content that we talk about on the show.
Yeah, Tim, I really enjoy all the pictures that you put up there as they really bring the episode home.
Yeah, I guess I'm not afraid to show those embarrassing photos of my childhood. So, yeah, we encourage you to check out the website, latchkeydads.com, for all that content.
Excellent. And if you have a moment, check out our shop page where we've got really cool keychains for sale. If you don't know what to get your dad for Christmas, the holidays, Father's Day, birthday, check it out. It's a cool gift. Tim, did you know that listeners should like, review, and subscribe to the Latch-Key Dads podcast?
No. But now I know.
No,
Knowing exactly about it.